Hello everybody, how are you today? Look who's with me. Can you remember this dog's name? Yes, it's Ralph. Are you ready to say hello, Ralph? You're going to say hello to all the children. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Ralph. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you here. You all right there, Ralph? Do you want to come and sit this way a bit more? Is that better? That better? Yeah, that's better, Mummy. Thank you very much. You can settle down a bit now. I'm having to sit up here rather than down my normal space because my back's still a little bit sore and I find it hard getting up and down off the floor, so I'm sitting up at a chair today. Now, I found this when I was going through my box of bits and bobs and I thought, I know we've sung this song, but it's so brilliant I had to show you. What do you think this is? Look at that. Oh, I'm going to hold it that way because I'm left-handed and the little rabbit's over here looking at you. It's a little tiny rabbit and there's a wall and there's a little thing that goes up and down. Do you know what it is? It's a thing called a well, and years ago, before people had taps in their house, even before I was born, so a long time ago, people used to have to go out to get the water for their houses, and some people would visit a well in their village, and some of them might even have them in their houses or in their gardens if they were lucky. And this looks like a bucket, but it's got a special name. It's called a pail. Now, can you think of anybody and any songs where two people went up a hill? Can you think of anyone? Ralph, can you think of anybody? You're having a good think there, aren't you, darling? But you're not sure. He's not sure. He was thinking his hardest thoughts, but he can't think of exactly who it might be. I think it was two people, and the names both begin with a J, J, J. One is called Jack, and one is called Jill, and they went up a hill to fetch a pail of water. You dip the pail all the way down in the well, and it goes down to the bottom, it's the water, and then you bring it back up again and carry your water home. Fancy that. Are you ready for Jack and Jill? 1, 2, 3. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up Jack got and home did trot as fast as he could caper. He went to bed and bound his head with vinegar and brown paper. Now, we wouldn't use vinegar and brown paper. I think I said this last time. If we hurt our heads, we'd have a bandage or we'd have a plaster or something, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we, Ralph? Now, when they were up the top of the hill, they saw something on my well at the very top. Can you see? It's got some leaves. And on those leaves, they looked very carefully and they saw a tiny caterpillar on a leaf. Wriggle, wriggle. Can you show me a leaf? There's your leaf. And there's your caterpillar. Are you ready? There's a tiny caterpillar on a leaf. 1, 2, 3. There's a tiny caterpillar on a leaf. Wriggle, wriggle. There's a tiny caterpillar on a leaf. Wriggle, wriggle. There's a tiny caterpillar. A tiny caterpillar. A tiny caterpillar on a leaf. Wriggle, wriggle. Oh, do you know what they do? They eat the leaves around them till they're full. Are you ready, Ralph? Oh, Ralph's gone quiet. He will eat the leaves around him till he's full. Munch, munch. He will eat the leaves around him till he's full. Munch, munch. He will eat the leaves around him. Eat the leaves around him. Eat the leaves around him till he's full. Munch, munch. After they're all full up, what do you think they do next, Ralph? Do you know what they do next? They've got to build something special. Can you remember what it's called? They have to spin it. It's called a... You're right, a cocoon. A cocoon is what they're spinning for his home. Spin, spin. A cocoon is what he's spinning for his home. Spin, spin. A cocoon is what he's spinning. A cocoon is what he's spinning. A cocoon is what he's spinning for his home. spin, spin. Now they spend a long time in a cocoon. Can you remember how long it is? It's not 1 week, it's, yes, 2 weeks. And when they have been in the cocoon for 2 weeks, what comes out of the cocoon? Can you remember? It's a butterfly. Good job. Then he'll be a butterfly and fly away. Flap, flap. Then he'll be a butterfly and fly away. Flap, flap. Then he'll be a butterfly. Be a butterfly. Be a butterfly and fly away. Flap, flap. Now that tiny caterpillar went like this. Wriggle, wriggle, munch, munch, spin, spin, flap, flap. Now that tiny caterpillar went like this. Wriggle, wriggle, munch, munch, spin, spin, flap, flap. Now that tiny caterpillar went like this. Wriggle, wriggle, munch, munch, spin, spin, flap, flap. Can you remember that song? It's a very good song. My butterfly is going to come and land over here. You can just about see Ralph. He's decided to settle himself down on my lap, looking out at the window. You can hear the rain again, can't you? Well, when I thought about that song, I thought we should read this book today. It's one of our favourites at preschool, isn't it? Can you remember it? Can you remember what it's called? The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Let's read the words. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Now this is a jolly big caterpillar. He's got a huge body, hasn't he? Look at him. That is fantastic. He hasn't got as many feet and legs as I expected though. Shall we read the words? Are you ready? Are you ready, Ralph? He is ready. He's looking at the rain. Oh, look at this first page. Here we go. Now, do you think, is it day or is it night? Can you work out daytime or nighttime? Did you say nighttime? That's really good. How did you know that? Because you can see the moon. Well done. And isn't he a happy moon? Oh, he looks very smiley, doesn't he? And if you look very carefully, there's something on that leaf. Can you see? It's not a tiny caterpillar, is it, Ralph? No. It says so down here. Shall we read the words? It says, in the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. This is one little egg. One tiny egg. What's going to come out of the egg? Oh, here's a bright day. Look at that. Do you think the sunshine looks happy? Can you do your biggest, sunniest smile? You ready? I'm going to do mine. Ding, sunny smile. Let's read, because look what's popped out of that egg. But he's quite tiny, isn't he? Isn't he cute? A tiny caterpillar, just like in our song. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. I wonder what he's going to nibble first. Can you remember? Oh, yes. On Monday, there's Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. Good job. So on Tuesday, he ate through 1, 2 pears, but he was still hungry. Oh, you're good at this story. So on Wednesday, he ate through, can you help me? 1, 2, 3 plums, but he was still hungry. Oh, bless him. He needs lots of food. I'd have tummy ache about all that fruit. Oh, and on Thursday, how many strawberries? 1, 2, 3, 4. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. Oh, he's only a tiny caterpillar too. So, On Friday, he ate through 1, 2, make sure you help me, 3, 4, 5 oranges. But can you remember, was he still hungry? Yes, he was still hungry. Oh, this is a day he has a bit of a party, doesn't he? Look at all those things he eats. Can you remember what day this was on? It's not Friday, because you just had it. What day comes after Friday? Good day, isn't it? Saturday. Normally that's the day we get to stay at home and have some fun at home. But we're staying at home and having lots of fun all the time at the moment, aren't we? But this Saturday was no ordinary Saturday, because on this Saturday he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream, 1 very large pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 whole piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 watermelon. Oh dear. Oh dear. He doesn't look very much bigger, does he? And look at his little tiny face. Does he look so smiley? Can you do his face? Oh, I think his tummy is a bit full. Oh, I've done that when I've ate too much food and my tummy feels a bit uncomfortable and I've got to sit still. Oh, it's not nice. It's usually because I drank 1 too many cups of tea, because I like my tea. But guess what? That night, he did. He had a stomachache. Poor tiny caterpillar. Oh dear, so he had a good thought. And the next day was Sunday again, and the caterpillar ate, just as he should do, through 1 green leaf. And after that, he felt much better. Shall we see how many holes he made in the leaf? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes he made in that leaf. And there he is, wriggling off over there. What do you think he's going to do next? Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Whoa, look at this page. Is he a tiny caterpillar now? He's a big caterpillar. He's a very big caterpillar. He's grown up, hasn't he? Because he's been eating so much food and he's hit his green leaf and now he's a big caterpillar. And what happens when a caterpillar gets big, I wonder? Let's read. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. Oh, he did something very interesting on the next page. He built a small house. Can you remember from the song what the house is called? Good job, good remembering. He built a small house called a cocoon all around himself. And he stayed inside it not for 1 week, but for, you remember, 2 whole weeks. Look, here's the cocoon. Sometimes you see them hanging up outside and they hang that way with a little bit of special thread that makes them dingle dangle like that. Isn't it amazing how a little caterpillar can be inside its house and it can come out something completely different? That's amazing, isn't it? Now, after a little while, he nibbled a hole in the cocoon and pushed his way out. Can you remember what he turns into? Have a think. Do we need our thinking ball? I need my thinking ball. Let's see, I think it's just down there. Can you get my thinking ball for me, please? Thank you. Let's see if we can work this out. I need my concentration. Thinking ball, here it comes. Oh, you ready? We're going to do some thinking. So, it's a caterpillar that turns in spinning around, makes a cocoon, stays in there for 2 weeks, and now we've got to do some thinking. He comes out of that thinking. No, I've not got it. Let's try again. So I'll go back to the beginning. He's a little egg on a leaf, tiny egg on a leaf, comes out a hungry caterpillar, eats a lot of food through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, goes back to Sunday again, spins himself a cocoon, stays in there for 2 weeks, and comes out. Oh, I've got it! I've got it! He comes out a butterfly! Wow, shall we see if we got it right? Let's look at the next page. Do you think it's going to be a butterfly? I think it's going to be a butterfly because we did our best thinking, didn't we? Look at that picture! A beautiful butterfly. But I can tell it's still him because he's still got a red face. Can you remember he had a red face? You could make butterfly wings, couldn't you? That would be amazing. Or when the sun comes out, you could go and have a look outside and see how many butterflies you can see. I've seen quite a lot of very pale blue ones, but not many others at the moment because it's still a bit early in the season. But that would be great fun. And if you remember, when you make your butterfly wings, they have to be symmetrical, which means all the patterns you put on one wing, they need to match the patterns on the other side of the wing because butterflies are very clever and they can do symmetry and make things symmetrical. So you have to do that. What you could do is get a big piece of paper and some wet paints, paint a picture or one side of a butterfly on one side, paint that, fold over your picture, give it a rub and open it again and it will open up 2 wings and be symmetrical. Or you could draw your butterfly wings and find things in the garden or find things in your house to decorate them, but they have to match both sides. Give it a go. And look, there are no more words, which means it is the end. And it's time, Ralph's still here, can you see it clear? Ralph's on my lap still. It's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Are you ready, Ralph? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Are you singing? Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye to all our friends. Singing I, yippee, yippee, I, yee-haw! Singing I, yippee, yippee, I, woo-hoo! Singing I, yippee, I, yippee, I, yippee, yippee, I.